Welcome to our first episode of our Origins series. Here we will discuss the origins of your favorite superheroes. And today, we're bringing you the history of the Lunar Legionnaire himself, Mark Spector, aka Moon Knight. Mark Spector's first appearance was in Werewolf by Night, issues 32 and 33, which came out in 1975. Mark was a skilled mercenary that we saw hired by an organization called the Committee in order to capture the Werewolf by Night, Jack Russell. However, after doing so, Mark overheard them speaking about using Russell as a weapon for their own means, which caused him to have a change of heart and attack the Committee, allowing Russell to escape. However, we didn't get a true Moon Knight origin story till 5 years later in 1980 with his first solo comic, in which his original history was changed quite a bit. But let's start from the beginning. Mark Spector fled Europe during the 1930s to escape the Holocaust. As he matured, he rejected his father's morality and began to embrace materialism. He became a boxer and later a US Marine, followed by becoming a CIA operative. Mark worked with William Cross until Cross betrayed the agency and became the villain Crossfire. Mark's brother Randall also joined him in the CIA, but he too betrayed the CIA and sold weapons to both sides. Mark's lover Lisa discovered Randall's plans, and once Randall found this out, he killed Lisa with a meat cleaver. Upon discovering Randall had done this, Mark hunted him down and inflicted pain upon him so horribly Randall became psychotic. After this, and after becoming fed up with the CIA, Mark decided to leave and become a mercenary, and spent years being a hired gun. He tried to only fight causes he thought were morally right, but he was usually easily persuaded with money to fight for anything. In Africa, Mark met a man named Jean-Paul Duchamp, which he nicknamed Frenchie. They became best friends and fought on many missions. During an assignment, Mark helped overthrow the government of Bosque Verde, a South American country, and assassinated the president, Ricardo Dominguez. Rodrigo Raposa took over the country. Mark was promised that a new democracy would be installed, but instead a dictatorship was. Mark and Frenchie later fell in with a deadly terrorist named Raoul Bushman. Bushman's savagery made Mark question his mercenary lifestyle. While on a mission in Sudan, Mark watched Bushman assault the town of Salima, seeking information on archaeologist Dr. Peter Alroon's discovery of an Egyptian pharaoh's tomb which might contain gold. Dr. Alroon attempted to stab Bushman from behind, but Mark warned him in time, and Bushman slew Dr. Alroon by biting him in the neck with his steel teeth. This disgusted Mark and led him to help Dr. Alroon's daughter Marlene escape. Bushman saw this and was furious with Mark. After Bushman had executed the people of Salima, Mark attacked him but was defeated. Bushman then left Mark unconscious in the desert to die. Mark slowly made his way to the temple and was found by Dr. Alroon's daughter, Marlene, and her servants. They brought Mark into the tomb, placing his body at the foot of a statue of the moon god, Khonshu, where he was pronounced dead. However, shortly after, he arose very much alive. Mark was convinced that Khonshu had brought him back to serve as the moon's knight of vengeance. Mark took the cloak from Khonshu's statue and, donning it, destroyed Bushman's forces in Salima. However, Bushman escaped while Mark was distracted with Marlene, who had followed him back to the town. Frenchie soon arrived to help them, and Mark collapsed into Marlene's arms, exhausted. Mark, aided by Marlene and Frenchie, honed his abilities to wage war on crime, and used his mercenary profits to create the identity of New York millionaire Stephen Grant to help him mingle with influential people, and also created the identity of Manhattan cab driver Jake Lockley to make contacts with people on the streets. As Lockley, he befriended the homeless Bertrand Crawley, which became his Main Street contact, and Gina Landers, a coffee shop owner whose sons Ricky and Ray helped Mark perform investigative work. Now, it is here that we learn while Moon Knight was establishing his reputation, Frenchie infiltrated the criminal financiers known as the Committee and learned of their plans to capture the werewolf, Jack Russell. Frenchie offered Moon Knight services to the Committee, claiming that Moon Knight was his employee. The Committee approved, and Moon Knight fought the werewolf, defeating him when the sun rose and he became Jack Russell again. so in fact, his original origin story was not what it seemed. Over the years, Mark struggled with dissociative identity disorder and believed himself to be many popular superheroes at one point. Mark is now more of a cameo character, but is still an interesting, important character nonetheless. So with the origin story out of the way, we're going to go ahead and conclude the episode. If you enjoyed the first episode of our origin story, drop a like and make sure that you subscribe to Nerd Hype. And as always, believe the hype.
Be sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube, but also check us out on Facebook for updates and memes on comics and gaming, as well as Twitter @TheRealNerdHype to find out when we go live for the Infinity Cast on twitch.tv/nerdhype.